20 floating hotels for those tired of being on land. Because only Jesus can walk on water, apparently you can sleep on water instead. No, we're not talking about spending a sojourn on a cruise ship, but rather an economical way to enjoy time on the water. That is called floating hotels. If you're looking for luxury, spending restless days at a floating hotel can be the best and most interesting way to enjoy your holidays. There is an oasis of opulence now when it comes to hotels because people are demanding more luxury. But these floating hotels are the most unique and luxurious ways to spend a holiday. Imagine being between the sky and the sea and surrounded by the most picturesque scenery. Well, you can have that exact magical experience by choosing to stay at one of the dreamy floating hotels around the world. If you want to feel relaxed and rejuvenated, skip out on the online resorts jammed with people and reserve a floating hotel that offers an intimate experience. Think of it this way: it will only be you and Mother Nature, and that right there is the selling point. Immerse yourself in all nature has to offer by visiting one of the floating hotels that boast the most stunning scenery. However, we're not just talking about the scenic views of Thailand and the Maldives. These floating hotels can have you feeling bliss from Africa to India to Europe. Check out these magical floating hotels that will have you dreaming. Before we proceed, do well to subscribe to our channel for we upload new videos daily. 20. Off Paris Seine, France. If you're not in the mood to visit all the stupendous sights and architecture in Paris and don't want to be around the hustle and bustle of the Eiffel Tower, book a stay at the Off Paris Seine Floating Hotel, where you can kick off your shoes and relax. The problem is, once that happens, you'll probably want to stay there forever, as you just forget the world. Located on the left bank of Paris' famous river, this modern floating hotel offers dock views that will have you sunbathing all day. Also, the rooms are just glamorous and you can soak in the Paris sun in a plunge pool. 19. Punta Caracol Aqua Lodge, Panama. You will appreciate the Caribbean Sea even more after you visit the Punta Caracol Aqua Lodge in Panama. If you ever wanted to know what it feels like to be cast away in the warm and turquoise waters that grace our world, visiting this hotel will provide you with the exact privacy needed. And if ever you wanted to know how it feels to be a celebrity, these exclusive cabins built upon stilts with a wooden frame and a roof covered with palm trees will have you feeling like the 1%. With only 9 to spare, these lodges with private terraces will have you thinking you're floating on cloud 9. 18. The Arctic Bath Hotel, Sweden. Hold your breaths. This floating hotel is going to take over the world by the end of this year. Everyone fancies different things, and for those who like living on the wild side and taking plunges in ice-cold water, this retreat is for you. By the end of the year, those with a travel bug should visit the Arctic Bath Hotels in Harad, Sweden, as the hype around it is changing the floating game. And there is no better way to gaze in awe at the northern lights than on this luxurious Arctic waterfront hotel. 17. Aquamekong Panama. A breathtaking water-based holiday is only a reservation away at this 5-star floating village. If Vietnam is on your list of countries to visit, experience all this beautiful country has to offer by staying at Aquamekong. Vietnam is known for its waterways and voluptuous rainforest, and staying at this floating paradise is the dreamiest way to see all that Vietnam has to offer. It is the perfect setting to inhale the fresh air and take in the lake views. 16. The Manta Resort, Tanzania. If you're dreaming of a secluded getaway, your wanderlust should bring you to the Manta Resort in Tanzania. You will never feel as close to ocean and sea life until you stay at this magical resort. Those rooms surrounded by glass windows in the water that have made you dreamed are no myth. This resort has the underwater room that you need to go to at least once in your life. Here, your four walls have a story to tell. The room offers a 360-degree view of the ocean and all its wildlife. Float away to sleep with all your new marine life friends around you. 15. King Pacific Lodge, Canada. Bet you did not know Canada had some floating hotels, eh? Not too many people know that one of the most opulent and lavish floating hotels is in the British Columbia, Canada. And if you've not been to the King Pacific Lodge, you're missing out. It does not hold the name King for no reason. The cabin promises an unforgettable experience with a rustic and warm vibe, top-notch luxury, and the choice between an oceanfront or rainforest view. You won't want to leave. And if you're a fisherman, walk right outside the room for a one-of-a-kind fishing experience. 14. Catamarans, Serbia. At the catamarans in Serbia, you'll find yourself floating off to a whole new world. These catamaran apartments are unlike something you've ever seen. Stylish, posh, and futuristic. The hotel is a floating central unit which connects to only 12 floating apartments via docks. Once guests arrive at their dreamy catamaran that consists of a living room, bathroom, and gallery, they can separate from the central unit and decide where they want to float for the day. You can do whatever floats your boat with these eco-friendly catamarans. 13. Taj Lake Palace, India. James Bond enthusiasts will want to make their way over to this oasis of opulence. Meticulously designed, the floating hotel Taj Lake Palace in the lakeside city of Udaipur is instantly recognizable to Octopussy fans. Mix Indian opulence with a feel of Venice, and this floating heaven is the outcome. The floating hotel that looks like a palace, like the gleaming beauty of the Taj Mahal, will impress you and leave you breathless with its views of Lake Piccola. 12. Sunborne London Yacht Hotel, London. This floating hotel will leave you with miles of smiles once you visit. The Sunborne London Yacht Hotel is one of the most reputed floating hotels in the world. Who would have ever thought of turning a yacht into such a glory? A holiday here will not disappoint. It offers prestigious luxury, gives easy access to the stupendous sights of London, and brings you to the hottest spots. Forget the rain and London telephone booths. You will see a whole new London on this floating hotel's rooftop bar. 11. Zambezi, Queen, Africa. Many people who flee off to Africa go to have a unique experience by exploring the wilderness underneath the scorching African sun. It is peril to visit the floating hotel Zambezi Queen because after one visit, you will always want another taste of this sophisticated paradise. Make all your dreams come true by booking one of the classy 14 suites in the Zambezi that floats on the Chobe River like a true queen. The private balcony will allow you to observe the animals gathering from afar. Hakuna Matata. 10. The Float House River Kwai Resort, Thailand. Taking a holiday is not always about fun and games. Sometimes one needs to feel serene and at ease. At the Float House River Kwai Resort in Thailand, you can expect the most peaceful staycation while being surrounded by lush forest and the picturesque River Kwai. The villas here are like no other, with teak wood furniture, thatched roofing, and walls weaved from bamboo that stay afloat on bamboo. It is luxuriously eco-friendly. Don't skip out on the chance to be floating around on a private balcony while taking a siesta. 9. The Convert Maldives. According to the Little Mermaid, people dance and play under the sea, but at this resort in the Maldives, there's more than fun times under the sea. There is the world's first glass under the sea restaurant. The Conrad Regali Island Maldives is a floating hotel that will have you picking up your jaw off the floor. With exquisite modern features and a lavish style, this resort is a dream come true. Here, the tropical island breeze is all yours, as the resort is spread on 2 private islands stretching across miles of white sand beaches. 8. Barges, London. We feel we hardly need to convince you to try out this floating hotel in London, because the rustic and sailor look of this hotel is flawless. At Barges, you can expect a more minimalistic approach when it comes to amenities, but there is enough to satisfy any visitor. This hotel has tasteful Scandinavian hints in their design and gives a waterfront view quite difficult to find in London. For those who expect a cultural holiday, the floating hotel is in a hip neighborhood that boasts several typical London restaurants. 7. Gili Maldives. We are pretty positive that at some point, a crystal blue photograph of the Maldives has been your screensaver or phone background, so we believe we don't need to brag too much to influence you to get your beach bum to this floating hotel. The Gili Maldives makes you wish you were rich and famous or a spy that could hide out there forever. However, If you want to turn your dreams into a reality, here you can expect a quaint bungalow that has its very own stairway leading you straight into your turquoise heaven. 6. Avia, Amazon, Peru. It may be a daunting process to plan a holiday with so many tempting countries to explore, but this floating hotel in Peru takes the cake. For those of you that love adventure and want to have some intimacy with Mother Nature, the Avia Amazon Floating Hotel is screaming your name. You can find yourself effortlessly making your way through the Amazon while sitting back afloat. However, what is also included is ultimate luxury, as the riverboat also has 5-star dining and a jacuzzi facing the river. 5. Oberoi Udaipur, India. The Oberoi Udaipur in Udaipur in India is a dazzling place you probably never knew of until now. It might be pushing it a little to call it a floating hotel, but it's so stunning that we had to include it. Located on Lake Piccola, this hotel poses some tough competition on the previously mentioned Taj Lake Palace. However, this floating hotel is unique in its own way, as it has preserved its antiquity. You can almost smell the Indian history that is seen throughout the resort that is built on the 200-year-old hunting grounds. And you'll be shocked to find out that this resort is surrounded by Indian wildlife with its 20-acre sanctuary. 4. Four Seasons Resort, Bora Bora. We know that the whole time while watching this video, you've been asking yourself, where is the dreamy Bora Bora? Here is a floating hotel in Bora Bora, the Four Seasons Resort Bora Bora that you will probably have dreams of tonight. Here, cabins are made for people who love a little privacy and who love to venture. The rooms are submerged in the crystal blue waters where you can find yourself splashing all day long. And if you want to take a break from the ocean, you can take a dip in your private pool. 3. Guntur, Japan. You are covering every area of the world, and you may be surprised to know there is a floating hotel in Japan. A hotel can make or break a trip, and the Guntur in Tokyo will make you see a whole other side of Japan. For those who have luxurious taste while traveling and expect lavishness, visiting this tiny 19-room floating hotel on Seto Inland Sea will make all the Benjamin spent worth it. Every corner of the hotel exposes guests to the stupendous views, so be wary. 2. River Dream Boatel, Australia. Sit back and relax down under on the River Dream Boatel. We promise no spiders and snakes will be found creeping down there. We absolutely suggest this floating paradise for those who are looking to escape from the real world for a while. The sleek River Dream Boatel is mostly known for its modern and minimalist suite and its trip down the Murray River. With a little bit of entertainment, a bar lounge and a pool to plunge in, you'll sleep like a baby when the day ends. Number 1. Sultan Seal, Sweden. You're not fully jet set until you have visited a floating hotel, and the Sultan Seal in the west coast of Sweden will convince you to make it happen. This floating hotel has stood the test of time despite all the new innovations and being the country's first ever boatel. Floating away on this paradise is easy and feels just like home sweet home with its 6 two-story houses that were exclusively built on pontoons. You will feel like you're in your own 2-story Scandinavian town. Do let us know in the comment section if there's any hotel we left out. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more educative content.